Hi guys, it's Ellie, and today we're going to be going over some revising skills and how to remove words and phrases that are redundant or repetitive. All right, we're going to get started with some examples. I think that the examples are really going to help. So, I definitely find this in my writing, and you guys probably do too, that like sometimes you just repeat stuff a lot and the words don't really need to be there. It could be a lot more concise and clear without a lot of extra words. So we're just going to practice doing that because I think it's a really important skill. So we're going to start off with this first sentence, which is after new evidence came to light, the sheriff's department decided to repeat the investigation again. So I think that for this one, I think that there's probably only one word that we're going to need to remove. Um, so let me So, okay, I'm just gonna tell you guys because I don't, yeah, whatever. Um, the sheriff's department decided to repeat the investigation again. So, to me, that sounds very repetitive because um, repeat the investigation again. You don't need the word again. You can just say the sheriff's department decided to repeat the investigation. So, I'm gonna remove that word, and then I think that that is a lot better. So you can see how removing even one word just makes a sentence sort of a lot clearer and it flows a lot better. So we're going to continue. So um, the Historical Society lecture was brief in duration, but full of interesting information. So, okay, so here, this one I found a little bit more difficult, just because it's sort of subtle and it's probably because it's a mistake that I would make as well. But let's take a look at this first half of the sentence. So the Historical Society lecture was brief in duration. So what I can tell here is that we don't need this phrase in duration because if I'm saying the Historical Society lecture was brief, I know that that's referring to the time, so I don't need to say in its duration. So that's going to be what we're going to remove. So that one honestly was a little bit trickier for me because probably I make mistakes similar to that. So you can see how it can be hard to pick out, but I think that the sentence flows so much better without that. Okay, so the next one. The number of commuters who travel on this turnpike every day is around approximately 300,000. So um, this one came out pretty quickly to me just as I was reading it. So you can see that there's, again, two words next to each other right here, around approximately. Those two words mean the exact same thing. So we can just get rid of approximately and it's going to flow so much better. The number of commuters who travel on this turnpike every day is around 300,000. So much better just by removing one word. Okay, next example. The French heroine Joan of Arc was known for having a volatile and unpredictable temper. Um, okay, so this one again, um, I these this little phrase here, volatile and unpredictable. Again, those are two words that mean virtually the same thing. So I think we can just remove and unpredictable. So yeah, this is just gonna shorten the sentence, make it a little bit clearer. The French heroine Joan of Arc was known for having a volatile temper. Perfect. Okay. Um, this is gonna be our last example. So let's try this one. This heifer is quite large in size and will fetch a good price at the livestock auction. So this one again was a little bit tricky for me at first, but then let's look at where are there. So I think the main way to go about this is to look for words that maybe have similar meaning and are usually very close to each other. I think that a lot of times when you're writing, maybe you're trying to add more description, but actually instead you just add more words that aren't really adding to the meaning. So I'm gonna point you guys to this right here. So quite large in size. So we just don't need the phrase in size. Quite large, obviously large is gonna refer to the size. So we don't need to restate that right there. So that's gonna clear up this sentence. Um, okay, and so that's all we're gonna do today. But thank you guys so much. And I hope that this was helpful.